Hello guys, hopefully you can hear me. So we're out on the second run of the Nnormal Cadi. So interesting shoe. But before we start that video, please drop a like, subscribe and share. It really does help the channel. And for me personally, bear in mind I am someone that prefers high stack, sort of high energy return types of shoes. This is one of those shoes that doesn't really tick those boxes for me. There's nothing inherently wrong with the shoe. There's loads of nice little bits about the shoe. Quite like the outsole, really like the upper, really like the attention to detail bits. The sort of foot shape of the shoe's really nice as well. So for me, where this shoe lacks is just that midsole. And I don't want to say, let's turn around because it's windy. I don't want to say it feels dead because I don't think that's right. There's just not much give with the shoe. God, look at the dogs living their best life. And yeah, it's one of those shoes where I did a bit of a hill session yesterday, and that always gives me a good feel for the shoe because there's a nice road section within that run. I'm just really trying to get out of the wind here, guys. So I should just stop walking, shouldn't I? And it's like hilly, and there's a lovely road section within that run, and that road section always gives me good feedback on how a shoe is. Bear in mind I have been absolutely rinsing the North Face Alta Mesa 500 version 2, so you can't really compare the two shoes, but it's like I've always almost become accustomed to wearing that shoe, and then I've gone into this shoe which sort of feels a little bit like a brick, if I'm perfectly honest, with that midsole. It's soft, you know, it's not bad, but there's just not much give back when you're putting your stride through it. It doesn't give you much energy return. And maybe that's just the way the shoe is. I don't think it's necessarily a bad shoe. I feel like it's a durable shoe, which is a good thing. I just, don't feel like I'm getting a lot of love back for the shoe, specifically from the midsole. I'm going to continue wearing the shoe though for the rest of the week. I've got a long run at the weekend, so that will be another good test, a 3-hour long run. Let's see how it feels. But I definitely did feel as well after yesterday, I could feel the tips of my toes hurting after. So I definitely don't think that this is a shoe for me is going to be like, you know, I'm picking it up for a 50k. There's just other shoes I'm going to pick up first. So that is one of my indicators of this shoe, of it not being a shoe that particularly suits me. So yeah, I feel like they're ticking a box, which I don't think is a bad box. You know, if you go on the Nnormal website, you'll see they've got every sort of shoe, but they haven't got the high stack, softer shoe. So this definitely does tick that box. Unfortunately for me, just the energy return just isn't there. Almost like a Speedgoat 6 midsole, where it's not completely firm, it's not completely soft, it's just like that bit in the middle. So yeah, let's have a little look around the shoe. I know it's not going to be the best video, but so the lacing's really nice. I really like this bit here, which is really nice, like the way it laces up. It offers like a nice secure fit. The heel collar bit's really nice and soft. Like the design of this shoe is really, really nice, really good. It's just interesting that that midsole just doesn't give you much back. I like the toe bit here, which is really good. Like all the little bit of designs, really like the shoe. I do feel like this is a shoe that, you know, nice soft tongue there. That version 2, if they were to make a version 2, would be for me the sweet spot. Heel stack good, you know, 6mm drop perfect. This bit here wraps around your foot, which is really nice. Don't know if you can see that. Oh, try not to fall over here. Let's just take a knee. This bit here wraps around really nice. Quite happy with that outsole, must admit. I feel like that's a bit of a go anywhere sort of outsole. Vibram Mega Grip, probably a good combo with Nnormal, because obviously we know that their shoes want to be durable. But yeah, for me with this shoe, it's just, yeah, not soft enough. Not giving me sort of the things I need as a runner. Like I said, that doesn't mean it won't suit you. And I feel as well like one of the issues, say, with a shoe like this, it's just not the sort of shoe that suits a runner like me, you know, who's going to be on his feet a lot longer, moving a little bit slower, but also, you know, I am a little bit heavier. So you know, this is not me to say the shoe's bad, it's poor, or it wouldn't suit you. It's more so the fact that actually it just doesn't suit the way I am and the way I run. As we know, I like high stack, high cushion shoes. You know, I do like the technical sort of firm midsoles on certain terrains, but for me and the racing I'm doing, I need, you know, just max cushion for a big day out on the trails, because I know I'm going to be spending a lot longer on those trails. Hey guys, so I just thought I'd come home and finish off the video and just go over some of the things I really did like about the shoe, because I don't want to feel like I'm absolutely bashing the shoe, because I love everything about the shoe, just minus the midsole. One thing I liked, they've got like this boomerang sort of approach with the insole. I use my own insoles. Don't know if you can see that. Just take them out anyway. One of those super feet ones. I need a new pair of those. So yeah, so that's a nice little touch. One thing I'd say about this shoe that you can definitely see in the design of this shoe is the attention to detail is there. You know, you can definitely see that in this shoe. Like just the little touches they put on, which I do really like. So, like I said before, this little bit, like the way there's like a little tag on the tongue, stuff like that, just like that little bit. So I think overall, this shoe could be a really good shoe for certain people. It's just not for me. It's just not soft enough. I don't know if that is a rocker. It sort of looks like a rocker, but I definitely could feel, even on that easy run I just done, I could feel sort of like it pressing into my toes just a little bit. Bear in mind as well, this could also be one of those shoes that just takes a little while, excuse me, to break in. Some shoes are like that. We have come accustomed to shoes being out the box, ready to go, ready to run, ready to race. Whereas some shoes takes a little bit of bedding in before you actually get the shoe that you bought, or you thought you was buying. But yeah, upper's really nice. It's almost like it's got this real nice matrix feel, gusted tongue, really nice soft tongue. So yeah, everything for me, apart from the midsole, makes this a relatively good shoe. It's just not a shoe that's going to suit my style of running. Another point as well, so when I'm thinking about this shoe, right, I just know there's other shoes that I'm going to pick up. You know, this isn't going to take the industry like, say, the Prodigio Pro or certain variations, say the Nike Zagama, you know, the Hoka Speedgoat. This isn't going to take the industry by storm, and doesn't mean it's a bad shoe. You know, this is more like the Prodigio, the original one, the normal one. Like, some people really like it, some people don't. It's going to be sort of that, it just might suit you, it might not. Really happy with the shoe overall. I just wish I got more from that midsole. That would have been my only request. So it's probably a shoe I'm not really going to pick up much more after this week. Then again though, like I said earlier, it could get better once more miles are put into the shoe. So yeah, there is the Nnormal Cadi by Kilian Jornet's brand. And if you found that helpful, please let me know. Have you bought a pair of these shoes? Are you waiting for them? What are you going to do about them? Yeah, I'd just be keen to hear other people's thoughts and feelings around shoes like this. You know, I am coming from the heavy runner sort of background, so I am going to feel this differently. You know, when Kilian Jornet puts this shoe on, let's be honest, the bloke could run in anything and he would perform well. So yeah, interesting to see what your thoughts are.